or age-old ship owners were owning it. And we as maritime professionals, which are sailors and working on shore, has never participated as an equitable part in this maritime assets. So this is what we are changing. These are high liquid assets, and we have a very limited stake on it. So how we are doing it is we decided to open the door responsibly and within the regulated structures. We are fully regulated platform from 3 countries across the globe. And as and when these regulations are coming, we are getting regulated more. So we have built a fully compliant digital infrastructure that enables the maritime asset tokenization, where we transform the vessel ownership into digitally verifiable tokens. So it means you are actually the owners of these tokens. So when we do that, we actually do the assessment of the vessel fully through the third-party partners. Vessel Value, Vessel Nautical is our partner. We are partnered with Mercora for the intelligence of the vessel on the real time. And also the inspection partners, we have insurance partners who actually assess the vessel before it comes on board. And once we do the full assessment, if valuation and everything, then a legal SPV is created or it is already there. Then after that, we being a regulated entity, to issue these tokens, we give and issue the tokens which are representing the ownership rights on the vessel. And this actually happens in a fully regulated and compliant manner. So what we do is we bridge the traditional world of ship finance with the model digital infrastructure. Through tokenization, vessel ownership becomes more fractional, transparent, and transferable. You can trade the assets as well. You can buy and sell like a stock exchange. Enabling participation from a broader investor base. Even banks does not need to mortgage the asset. Now they can mortgage the tokens like they mortgage the shares, digital shares. So enabling participation from the broader investor base, why we are fully regulatory and compliant. And it's not actually about a speculative crypto asset, what we hear of. It is actually backed by the real asset. And it's about digitally verifiable ownership in the maritime entities. So what exactly happening after that the ship owners unlock their capital, which is illiquid. They also get retain the control of the asset and also optimize their capital structure. They get the better benefit. They don't need to sell the whole asset. They can actually partially exit the vessel if they want. So, and on the other hand, as investors, we being the maritime professionals, 4.5 million people globally who are working directly as maritime professionals in this industry, but we do not have any equitable interest apart from salaries and commissions. So here you will be able to own the asset and you'll be able to own the rights on that as well. Apart from that, we being the maritime workforce, which are not actually valued stakeholders in a way, we do not own the assets. We don't have equitable interest, as I said. So from seafarers to shore staff, this is now going to happen through loyalty tokens. We are talking to ship managers, we are talking to ship owners who will be able to issue ETOPs. We all have heard about ESOPs, those who are working in the companies. Now you will start hearing very commonly ETOPs, where the sailors will be able to hold the tokens of the very asset which they are sailing on. Apart from their salary component, they will be having the token components as well, where ship makes money, it makes more money, then you also make more money. So it will be a component of the salary as well. And loyalty tokens, the service rewards, all this can be bifurcated by the maritime companies or ship management companies in a more better manner. But what we are doing here is it's not that we are just doing it for the sake of doing it. We have been following blockchain technology. We apply it very responsibly, serve the trust infrastructure, provide full transparency, security, and traceability across every transaction of ownership record. Shipfinex operates entirely with the regulated blockchain frameworks globally, ensuring that ownership verification, payouts, and settlements are fully automated and happen on chain. We use a structure of stable coin, which is now fully regulated through US and multi countries are now, even India very soon is going to announce their own stable coin. In the financial summit, which Global Financial Summit, Mr. Modi has already our Prime Minister himself said about this, that central bank digital currency and the tokenization is the future. The finance is going to be taken care of. So we are moving steadily in the direction. For the first time, virtual digital assets are included in the Income Tax Act in 2025, giving digital asset ownership a defined place in the India's financial system also. Just happened 2 months back. And our finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, recently said that stable coins are the one which are the best of the innovations in the world right now. And it's a signal that regulated digital assets are being recognized for the utility and efficiency. At Shipfinex, we are operating within regulated environments abroad while actively engaging with the IFSCA Gift City as well. We are already being invited to open a sandbox with IFSCA, where they are framing the ship leasing framework to explore the pilot programs, ensuring that when the framework here matures, we are ready on day one. This is not about predicting the future of the shipping finance. It's about showing that it's already evolving in India, and it's uniquely positioned to lead this transformation. So what I say is our future is digital, collaborative, and inclusive, where codes are fully compliant. We are not trusting people for few things which we don't need to. For example, the transfer settlements and the capital get more fast connected and it flows very fast. And our crew, our own maritime professionals get more empowered and they take the stage in a better manner. Thank you. Any questions anybody has, you can ask.
Okay, we have a question right there. Meanwhile, Bhamra sir, I would request you to please come ahead and ask your questions.
Thank you, and very interesting concept. I just loved it, just hearing what for the first time. So when investor is buying into an asset, right, a token asset, is the investor looking at buying into a particular vessel, or is it like a mutual fund? You know, it's a pool of vessels together. That's my first question. Second one is, what about the risk, right? Who's the owner now? You said the owner can, you know, once you have the asset, you can pass it on to now shareholders, right? I don't have to own the ship anymore. I can operate. So now what happens when a risk happens? What happens if you know, a GA happens or an accident happens, an oil spill happens? So how does that play out in this? Who takes that the responsibility of that risk?
Yeah. So the first question which you asked, that who owns the asset? No, sorry, whether you are part of the fund. So no, we are not doing that. We are not doing what traditionally happening. So what we are doing is every asset itself is fully tokenized. So every asset, it's, you assume it like a national stock exchange where every company is listed. Here, every ship is listed with the number of tokens, and all these tokens represent the ownership rights on the asset. Now, so this is clear. Second, when you are asking about the risk, so we are a fully regulated exchange. We are working on this for last 7 years. We have our strategic partner is BCG. We are UAE Ministry and their regulatory body called Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. We have actually examined almost 82 risks which are associated with the investor, like what you asked, and there are multiple risks associated with the ship owner as well. So we have worked with the flag state classes and we have created this whole framework. So every asset which is getting listed, the prospectus has to be approved by the VARA. For example, now when company gets listed, it gets approved by SEBI here. So we have worked already on that. And I'm very proud to announce that we are the only company in the world who is a fully regulated and compliant maritime asset tokenization platform. We already hold the license from Poland. Now, very soon, it's just maybe today, tomorrow, we are getting our full approval from VARA. Our first asset is going live. It's a Handymax bulk carrier, which will be live from 1st of November. We have gathered the interest from 178 countries from 25,000 people to buy on these assets. It's already there with us. So these risks, yes, we have covered it. I can definitely discuss this off the record because it will take long time. Because first time people are hearing that lot of questions, I can completely understand.
Thank you, gentlemen. So, Bhamra sir, can I please request you to please come on the stage, accompanying sir and having your question. Talia ho jaye, everybody. Come on.
Yeah, give me a. Bhamra sir, if you're asking question, your Anglo-Eastern students cannot answer.
No, no, definitely. I told them, and
Because वो paper leak का सवाल हो जाता है फिर.
no, वो I will not do. So this question is, first question is very easy. It is meant for the cadets only. Second question is open for all the audience. First question, in one of the slide, it was mentioned the total value of maritime industry. How much value was mentioned in this?
Anglo-Eastern cannot answer.
No, they are not allowed. Please, EMA cadets,
What is the total value of the industry? Wait. So girls always get a first chance in our industry, right? So Ritika, who should be?
this
Who
was
should be?
very easy question, but
So many. See,
I'm
Bhamra
sure
sir, next question because we have only one gift to give.
Okay.
next question is, what do you understand by ETOPS?
What do you understand by
ETOPS.
ETOPS? Okay, you're the first one. You're the first one to raise your hand. Down below, right below. Yes. Can I have a microphone there, please?
What is ETOPS?
What is ETOPS?
ETOPS.
Employee token. Employee
Gaya.
type of a token.
Gaya. Okay. Yes, the lady here. Can I have a microphone here, please? Yes.
Employee token ownership plan.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, please come up here on stage for your prize, please. Yeah.
Girl power.
There is one question which I want to ask. What is a MAT?
There is no prize for that, huh? Ship Phoenix can give them a prize later.
Yeah, Shipfinex will give. What is MAT?
Marine asset tokens.
Very close, yeah. Maritime asset token.
Maritime asset token. Thank you very much. भैया prize ले लेना अलग से.
The price, don't worry.
Uh,
Well, to give the token of appreciation, can I call upon Captain K.S. Pentel? Do da talia ho jaye, everybody. Let's keep the clap going on, everybody. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Well, moving on to the next session, the topic is reimagining maritime learning. And our guest speaker is Nipun Chatrat, sir. Mr. Nipun Chatrat is the founder and CEO of Fathom Marine Consultants, a company committed to pushing the boundaries of sustainable and digital transformation in the committed sector, maritime sector. He is a leading voice advocating for clean fuels such as LNG, methanol, ammonia, and using technology like digital platforms, augmented reality, and extended reality to enhance training and operations. Under his leadership, Fathom Marine Consultants has spearheaded initiatives like the world's first LNG bunker. Also, environmental responsibility, learning innovation, and learning experiences. His bridges, maritime operations, environmental responsibility, and learning innovation, aimed at helping the industry adapt to emerging fuels, tighter sustainability norms, and more sophisticated training needs. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Nipun Chatrat, everybody?
No. Okay. I'm already very nervous. First of all, thank you, Captain Shaukat, for inviting me here. Congratulations, TNC, for your 5 years. Thank you, everyone. Some of my very senior people, mentors, my uncles are here. Thank you for being here. And you guys are making me very, very nervous. Okay. So I've made some notes so that I can speak with fluency and fluidly. Okay. So I see that we have some cadets here. So are these the cadets who have sailed on board, or those of the cadets who have sailed on board? Can you raise your hands? Okay, then, okay. So the cadets have not sailed on board. So imagine when you stand on the deck of a vessel at the sunrise. Okay, Kaushik sir, imagine if when you're standing on the deck at the sunrise, that silence, okay, between the sea and the sky and the sea, okay? You realize how alive the ship is, especially the chief engineers, they realize how alive the ship is. We can feel the valves, we can feel the flow of the fuel, we can feel the vibration of our engine, don't we? Every sound, every vibration, every valve tells a story. Every seafarer tells a story, okay? Now imagine training someone to understand that story without ever stepping on board. Can you imagine? I had sailed as a kid, but I still remember my first day on the ship as a trainee. That's the challenge we face today in the maritime training. And at Fathom, that's the challenge we are solving through our immersive reality training and operations and AI. Yesterday, we did speak about AI. So today, I would want you to watch something we are best at, okay? Because, can you just play the video? So I thought I'll speak less, show more, because that's what we are best at. I'm not good at speaking. Okay, thank you. So see, for decades, the seafarers have learned through diagrams. I remember my days learning through diagrams, through how we chased the pipes with drags, with manuals, classroom. I was a backbencher. I used to sleep. But in real life, if in real life there's a gas leak, what do you do? We have experienced that. In real life, if there is flooding, what do you do? Have experienced that. In real life, those 5 seconds of hesitation can cost you millions. It can cost you detention. So today here, I want to speak about that the traditional training can prepare you, but cannot prepare you for that at all. But it can prepare you to some extent. And yet, that's exactly what we expect from our crew, that they have to be trained and they have to be ready for any incidents and accidents. So we decided at Fathom Marine to reimagine learning not as memorization, but as immersization. We are used to memorizing things, right? But why not make it immersive? Why not go to the valve in the virtual or augmented world and open it. As we bend, we know. Okay. Anyone has any questions? Although I would want to thank Kaushik Seal, sir, for motivating me yesterday to come. Otherwise, I would have missed it because I was nervous. I was going to miss it. But yeah, he said, you come, you say, show anything. It's okay. Anyone has any questions on AR? Because I talk about augmented reality and AI in the assessments. And when I go to the clients, they ask me a lot of questions. What is AR? Now is the time for you to ask me. I've shown you a little bit what is AR, what is immersive experiential learning. So in this video, we had used some of the footings of 3 seconds to 4 seconds from one of my vendors also, with whom I made my LNG bunkering. But now it is all in-house. We are the first people in the world to have built methanol bunker training, and we are also working on ammonia. And now we are also working on the engines, the LGMI engines, the WinGDs, and even Vatsalas. So that was a team, the young team we've got today, 18 people. I started myself working with the vendors. Then we had one person coming to the office. And today we are 18, and December 1st, we are moving to a bigger office, and we are going to be 25 by next year, January. So that's been the journey, and it's been a beautiful journey.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I would request sir to please be on the stage. Meanwhile, we have a few questions for the cadets. For that, can I please request Devashish Basu to please come on the stage and have your questions ready. Cadets, please be attentive as the prizes are amazing. So it is related to Diwali, as Diwali is coming. It is nearby. When is Diwali? Anybody knows the date? Okay, इसके लिए मैं award नहीं दे रही हूँ. Okay.
Yeah, hi. Let's give a round of applause for Nipun. Fantastic presentation. So the first question, I was listening very attentively. You can see from my questions now. So what does Fathom Marine do? Is it AI, AR, VR, other 3D animation? In one word, what do they mainly do? I let you select the person, Shaukat. Or
It's been a mystery.
It gives a 3D animation, virtual, real-time 3D animation.
is that the right? No, not
Don't look at
really.
my website. It's
Let's,
as raw as our team. We are in augmented reality, and also we are marine consultants. So we have a vertical which takes care of the inspection audits, dry docks, and repairs. And we build training in augmented and extended reality. And now we have a LMS platform which is AI backed. So yeah.
Okay, so that prize just flew out of the window, right? Nobody's getting that, right? He's already answered the question. Okay, next question we'll ask with the, okay. Nobody answered that. No, there's one more question if you want that one prize to go to somebody.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Nipun used a phrase which is very interesting. He said, we do not believe in memorization, but in dash. What is that other word he used?
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Just hold on. Someone who's, yeah, please.
The lady in pink right there. I think they had the mic.
The cadets, immersification.
Oh, yes, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
who's that? Right or wrong, Devashish?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's
right.
right?
It's right.
Not
Okay, who's that
memorization, but
answered?
immersization. Yeah, that's
You
what-
answered. You answered. Come. A big round of applause for Mrs. Mehra.
Can we have a
Yeah.
huge round of applause? Come on, everybody.
I love this. All the non-maritime people are getting prizes. Fantastic.
Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. I would request Captain Sajeev Vakil to please give away the token of appreciation. Dr. Sajeev Vakil. Everybody, can we have a huge round of applause? Thank you, gentlemen. Meanwhile, let's welcome our next esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Ravjot Kumar. He is an experienced leader in maritime health and crew welfare space. He is a founder of 3Cube Services. Ravjot has a strong background in analytical problem solving, root cause analysis, and leadership in delivering medical and wellness support services for seafarers. Following his vision, 3Cube Services works to enhance onboard healthcare, shore care, and overall well-being of maritime personnel. His work plays a crucial role in building more sustainable, people-centric operations in the industry. Once again, everybody, for Mr. Ravjot Kumar.
Thank you so much. I'm not used to hearing so much about myself, so I came pretty fast, but thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I believe there was a snack session about half an hour back. So, which doesn't look like there was. Okay. So let's try to get some energy. Before I start off with this talk, since normally people say fitness talks or welfare talks are not the most interesting. So let's try to make it. So I know there's probably no prize, but Shaukat, if there's a prize at the end of my session for a Q&A, can we see who shouts woohoo the loudest when I say, let's shout? No one. Incentive. Anyways, very, very, very good evening to all of you. Now, we are sitting here today to talk about the effect of technology in maritime. And of course, I will focus on the futuristic fitness and wellness and how it comes in for us seafarers, especially the youngsters sitting at the back. But I have one big challenge. So technology is my medium today, and the screen. Technology is also what I'm going to talk about. It's a theme. But technology is also my biggest challenge and enemy right now. Does anyone know why? I'll keep it a little interactive, but I'll keep it within 10 minutes. Does anyone know why challenge is my biggest enemy right now? Or my biggest challenge? Okay, because I have to make sure for the next 8 minutes at least, nobody is getting distracted by their technology. That's the mobile phone, a notification, or, looking at other pictures that they click, the selfies, or other people's pictures, and so on and so forth. So my request, help reduce my challenge for me. Let's keep those phones away, unless you find my talk very interesting and you want to record it. But trust me, I don't think so. You'll get to hear it a lot more times ahead. So how many of us, the show of hands, have used any app like Instamart or Amazon or Zomato? How many of us in this room have used it? Can anyone say how many steps that has reduced for you that you would otherwise take? Weird question, right? So before Instamart, and before you had somebody to run down and get something for you, what was the only way to get it? Go down yourself, right? Let's say at least 200 to 300 steps, minimum. Now, technology gave you a way to track the number of steps. You can track 300 steps. But technology also gave you a way of getting rid of taking those 300 steps. Right, wrong? So the reason I mentioned this is that we have to use technology very consciously. Where technology is here to assist us, especially when you talk about healthcare and well-being, today you have these very fancy smartwatches, you have these patches, you have real-time monitoring of your health data, your sugar levels, People are connected all the time. And there's kind of a frenzy. Everybody wants to see how many steps have I done? How many of those circuits have I completed? But how many of us are actually focusing on wellness? So the youngsters at the back, how many of you all have actually, again, by a show of hands, actually used health apps on your phone or on your watches with a goal in mind? And how many have used it to show your friends? Okay, how many of you all at the back have a smartwatch or have used some health tracking on your phone? How often do you look at it? Just shout it out, it's okay. Hardly. Did you say hardly? 4 to 5 times a day, did I hear that? Wow. Since how many months? That's good. Because if you manage to keep 4 to 5 times a day for 4 to 5 months means you're dedicated. Because 4 to 5 times a day is normally for the first week. Thereafter, it's once, twice. I didn't sleep very well. What does the watch tell me? You don't trust yourself. I haven't slept well. Let me see what my sleep quality was last night. Well, you can answer that yourself, can't you? So while I'm here and supposed to be convincing everybody on the future of technology is where these wearables track your steps, monitor your sleep, eat well. Does anyone really need to tell you that? But yes, what technology can do, and that's something that we've been doing very closely, in our efforts to supporting our young and all seafarers on board, is making them aware. It's very important to build awareness. What is it that you should be looking at? How can you use certain things to help you achieve your goals, whether it's in wellness, whether it's, simple career goals as well, right? So suppose somebody says, okay, by the time I finish my contract, I want to lose 3 kgs. Now that's a good goal to keep. But how many of us actually make that? And then when you make that goal, using technology to help you get there, that's what you should do. You shouldn't expect technology to get you there. It can't. It's only going to track what you're doing. It's never going to make you walk the steps. It's never going to make you go to sleep. In fact, if at all you're looking at your phone, you're losing sleep. How many of you all have gone to bed extremely sleepy and then suddenly you open your phone and you can't sleep for the next half an hour? Wow, that number is good. So, well, that's technology too, right? So you may be fretting about tomorrow, I should spend another 30 minutes in the gym, but you haven't slept well. So what will you do in the gym? So everything is connected. So when we talk about the future of health and well-being, especially when you're on board or you're even at home, remember discipline and a routine. If you bring technology into your discipline and routine, that's what's going to help you. Because that's going to give you reminders. Now it's time to work out. Now it's time to stand up. Now it's time to drink some glass of water. That's where you need to use technology. You cannot be using technology to get you anxious. Oh, my heart rate is up. Oh, I've not taken the steps. Oh my God, my sleep was very bad. That all you can gauge by yourself. How many of us stand on the weighing scale every week? Excellent. Excellent. Whoever's standing on their weighing scale every week, I can guarantee you, your subconscious will make sure you stay on your target weight. You don't have to do anything. You need no technology, just your eyes, your aware brain, and the weighing scale down. The week that you're 2 kgs up, you'll automatically next week eat less and work out more. You'll remain up. How many of y'all have actually witnessed that? That you've stayed on the same weight when you look at the weighing scale? Now, technology has helped you because the weighing scale is technology. Rudiment, but it's technology, right? So the purpose of talking to everybody, and when I was told that I have to give this talk on future, and I said, more than future, it's important to make everyone aware that there are a lot of options, a lot of apps. They'll tell you all the exercise in the world to do. They'll give you all the targets. They'll even say, I'm making a personalized workout routine for you, personalized diet for you, please pay 1,000 rupees for the next 3 months or 6 months or whatever it is. They are great. They are not bad, but don't expect them to do the job for you. They are not going to do the job for you. I myself am a victim of this scam. I have 3 fitness apps. I've paid for all 3 of them and I use none of them. But the one thing that works is standing on the weighing scale once a week. Somehow that's working. So maybe I should invest in getting a better weighing scale. That rings an alarm every week. No, so please, especially for everyone, it doesn't take any age. We can probably wake up at any time we want, any age, and decide, I want to make my health a priority. And I want to use the technology available to me in every mean to assist me in getting to that goal. I think once we convince ourselves what we want our future to be personally, then everything will help us. But if we are not sure what we want to make our own future too, there's not much that any technology or any system can help you. And that's one reason I'll keep this short, this talk extremely short, and open to any questions or thoughts and comments. Please use technology wisely. Otherwise, you will be getting into a system where all you'll do is you'll tell technology to tell you what to do. And that's not the best place when you want to make decisions for yourself. So the youngsters back there, the young people in front, it's always a good time to take those extra steps. But that doesn't mean don't stop using the apps. It just means use them wisely. And for all those who've been tracking, I always say one thing about maritime. It's the only industry since the very beginning that has been doing routine health checkups. The only industry. And that's something, again, we prioritize that. Making people aware of their health and well-being, how to cope with it, but also tracking their health right from beginning till the time they decide that they don't want to sail anymore. And even after that. So please, having that great asset of being able to track your health is extremely, extremely vital if you use it wisely. So without making this more into a boring lecture of health and well-being, my one suggestion to everyone, let's get on the weighing scale once a week. Let's make health targets. Let's use all the apps in the world that we want to, but let's consciously realize that if one app reduces 300 steps, I take 400 more. On that note, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Well, sir, I would request you to be on the stage and let's have a few questions. And speaking of wellness, we always say that vibrations are very, very good for your health, and so is clapping. So let's get energized after the snacks period. On the count of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's have a clap round. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone. I would request Mr. Gilroy to ask a few questions to the cadets and see did they really hit it on the wellness. So can you please come near the stage? I would also request to please have the mics for our cadets.
Hi, good evening to all. A very interesting session, especially with respect to mental well-being, with respect to us being fit at sea, which is from the time I started shipping was ignored. Nobody thought about your mental well-being. Nobody thought whether you're okay at sea. Suddenly it has become a very hot topic in the industry, right? So it's something which is really important that you have brought up today. Just adding to that, one question that I would like anybody could answer. What Sir was trying to put across. What should we try or what should technology help us achieve? If anybody would like to. What should technology help us achieve? He gave a very definite answer. That's why he gave a very definite answer.
Shaukat, you need to do some more exercise now.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, somebody You already answered.
Yes, you have answered quite a bit.
Somebody
at the
shared
back, the
answer.
guy right at the back. Yeah.
Discipline and routine.
No, that's not really.
That's not the accurate one.
Yes.
We'll
He,
see
he
if
gave a
anyone
very,
gets the-
very
yeah.
specific answer with respect to what you use technology for.
Can we
or
have the
what should
mic
be.
right there at the back, please? Anirudh, can we have the mic right there at the back?
It helps us calculate the steps and about the food.
Closer, but
No,
not.
no.
That's the right
You
word.
got to
It's the
impress-
word I use.
You got to impress.
Can I
them.
answer? Can I answer? What
Who
you
is that?
mentioned is here.
Wait,
What you mentioned is if technology is taking away 300 steps, that's what the app did. Make sure you add 400 steps. Probably that's what you tried to answer.
So I'll give a hint and then let's see if any, oh, you want to try it?
Tata classes are already won a prize.
It's a one-word answer.
Tata classes.
It's a one-word answer.
It's a one-word answer.
Okay, we have already gone back to the students 3-4 times. Yes, ma'am. Can we have the
Goal.
No.
Okay, we go back again at the back.
I actually ended on that, I think.
One
so,
sec,
right?
one sec.
Yeah, exactly. You
Safety
ended it on
standards.
that. That's absolutely right.
One sec. Let's not. Yeah, please.
Safety standards.
Yeah, one by one, please. One by one. Hold on.
Sir, to calculate our own personal milestones, our own progress.
Okay, that's the closest we can give it. Yeah.
That's good.
Come here.
Very nice.
Come up here.
I think track.
It was not so easy, I guess.
Yeah, that was also easy. Thank you. Thank you, Gururaj.
Congratulations. I would request you to please hand over the award along with sir.
What's your name?
Sushar Shukla, 7 Maritime Training Institute.
From SIMT, right? So, thank you.
Congratulations.
Both of you give the award.
I would also request Mr. Ankush Gupta, CEO JESCO, to please hand over the token of appreciation. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Moving on to the next speaker, we have Captain Vinod Naveen. He is an experienced maritime educator and leader with contributions in training, research, and professional development. Presently, he serves as the BSM Maritime Center Head, India. He is also actively involved with the Nautical Institute London as an executive council member. Captain Naveen holds a background in electronics and communications and is pursuing doctoral research in blockchain at IMU. He is associated with the Directorate General of Shipping, serving as an external examiner on how emerging technologies and continuous professional development must evolve together in the maritime sector. Can we have a huge round of applause for Captain Vinod Naveen, everybody?
Okay, as Captain Naveen takes the stage, I would like to again congratulate everybody for being here on this momentous occasion of TIM 2025, the 5 years running now, and welcoming all the other guests who are just coming in now. The night is young. And let's welcome Captain Kuman. Big round of applause for Captain Kuman, one of the senior most people. We have a huge surprise for Captain Kuman during later in the evening. Let's welcome Ankush, Captain Mahesh Yadav, Captain Halbe, David Bidwatkar, Captain Pental. All of them are doyens in the industry, and I'm so privileged and that they have made it their effort to come and grace the occasion. Hold on. We'll have much more footballs in the evening session when it's a working day, when the day gets off. And enjoy the evening.
You took my 5 minutes.
No, so that is grace. So extra 1 minute for you.
Okay, I think before even I speak a word for this fabulous 5 years, let's give a big round of applause to Captain Shaukat. Captain Shaukat, this is for you, not for me. And you know how a strategic person he is, right? He's been having this event last 5 years in the same venue, same month. And he came and told me when he invited me for this event, Vinod, I'm giving you the prime slot. That's how strategic he is, but I'm sure he must have told that to every speaker. Yeah? Okay, so I'm not going to give you a lecture on CPD, continuous professional development. I can do that the whole day, but I can probably tell you why we need it and where can you find it, right? And I'm saving, Captain Shaukat, I'm going to save you some time. You don't need to have a question answer session. Mine is only question answers, right? And I thought I will present my topic through certain questions which I gathered through people like you and cadets sitting at the back. So, got 10 questions, and we reached my product at the end of 10 questions. Very simple. Okay, so my first question I asked is the world divided into two halves? And there's no doubt, right? It's into West and East. And I said, which half do you represent? There was no doubt. We all represent East. But a question which I purposefully did not put on the slide is who drives the maritime industry, right? And I don't think I need to tell you, is it the West or the East? What does the Indian maritime industry needs the most? This is what I asked. And on the left side, you see that global Indian presence, representations from India and so on. And then on the right side, I said, we want to be there as global leaders, as people who can influence in the maritime industry. So when I asked this question, yeah, everybody said, yes, we just want to move beyond representing our country. We want to be at the top. Maybe, I don't know, I just, my product is not IT, not alternate fuels. My product is human leadership. And I would definitely love to see any one of you sitting in the front or the cadets at the back representing, let's say, IMO at the highest order. What is it that Mr. Arsenio has that we don't have, right? That's the question. So leadership is what we need, which can influence. So how do we develop that strong leadership? Okay, do we work in silos or we need to network, and we need to network with the right people? The answer is again on the right side. We need to be there where people are there, where decision makers are there, work alongside them and then be the influencer. How do we qualify the leadership? Okay, do I stick on to what I know, the basic knowledge, or do I want to know not just what is there in the industry today, but what's coming maybe 5-10 years ahead, right? And the answer to that was, again, on the right side, it says, yes, we need to move on from basic knowledge to advanced knowledge. What leadership skills do we need? Do we just keep on to hard skills only, or we add on soft skills? The answer to that, which most of them voted, was again on the right side. You can see the green is coming always on the right side, right? We need to add on more skills to be on the top leadership positions in the world. What's the source of knowledge? Do we just go by hearsay, a lot of discussion that keeps happening on WhatsApp and so on? Or we just move on and get on with a simple tool, a well-written book where I can gain all the knowledge, the right knowledge that I want. This is what I asked the cadets. They said, yes, we want good books, not just what happens on WhatsApp. Sorry, my spelling mistake. How do we create professional development? And I'm sure all of us here have reached certain levels in our career, but that's not the end. We need to go beyond it. How do we develop? Do we just keep attending courses, or are we going to be part of CPD, which is my topic actually, continuous professional development? Again, the green tick you'll see on the right side. We need to be part of activities which can actually develop our profession beyond where we have reached here today. So till when should one learn? That was the next question that I asked. Do you learn till you get a competency certificate or till you are competent? Or do you continue your learning beyond competency? Again, the green tick is on the right side. We don't stop. Many of us stop once we think we are competent, but we need to go beyond competency, right? So these are some of the questions that I asked, and you see that everybody answered the one that came on the right side. The green tick was on the right side. So where do I get all this under one roof? There's so many things that I need to add on to be a leader who can influence the global maritime industry. So where most of them kept searching for those who want to take up leadership at a very high level and be in position that can influence the world, the solution, the search ends with the Nautical Institute. Right? So this is where I represent a global networking organization representing almost all across the globe, close to 10,000 members. So this is where you could probably get your source of knowledge, your networking, and everything that you saw in the previous slides, right? But what is the price that I have to pay? I'm sure that many of you are thinking about, yeah, I do get all this, but what's the price that I have to pay? And when I asked, I put up two things. Okay, what's the relevance of a case of beer here, right? Let's come to that. So I put up this case of beer. Do you want to have a case of beer or you want to take a membership at Nautical Institute? This is the question I asked. Probably asked it to the wrong people because everybody selected the one on the left. Yeah? You also wanted the one on the left. So knowing where our background, I knew I had to keep the green tick on the left side, right? So, but Captain Shaukat will serve you beer. If you find me having his beer, the deal is I've got a QR code with me, which is connected right to the Nautical Institute, London. And if you catch me and you scan this QR code, because our membership fees for a year is only costing 1 case of beer. That's the reason I put it. But today, if you catch me for the membership, you will get it for 50%. So try to catch me. I got my phone in my pocket. And for the cadets who wants to take membership, the last time I came here, Captain Shaukat, thank you. And from the time I come back here after 1 year, we got about close to 500 plus cadets enrolling in Nautical Institute free of cost. So that offer is still on. So I saved you some time, Captain Shaukat. Please serve them nicely for the dinner. Thank you.
Sila to please hand over the token of appreciation. Can we have Captain Gaurav Chabra? Sir, can you please hand over the token of appreciation? Thank you. Dr. Gaurav Bajaj, can we have you on the stage? Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen. So meanwhile, I want to ask everybody once again, are you all having a good time? Yes, good times are going to be coming as we have IIM and Yuva Tarang Awards shortly. Are you all excited? Yes? Okay. Hello, beautiful girl right here. How are you feeling today?
Excited.
Excited? Okay. So everybody, please keep your smiles on your face because we have a lot of people watching us live on the YouTube as well. And the last time the live YouTube, we had over 1 lakh followers, if I'm not correct. So moving on, giving it away to Captain Saurabh Mukherjee.
Okay, no, I'm not going to take any more time. Just telling you people, all wonderful people, that we've got a break now for 15 minutes. And then this is the time that we get changed over. We get absolutely the evening changes over to something which is amazing. The lights will change, the dramatics will change, the dresses will change, and people will be pouring in for the evening. We have a huge evening of song and dance and the Yuva Tarang cultural show. We have 8 participants from 8 different institutes all across India. Then we have the Innovation in Maritime 2025 award. And after that, we of course have a very, very fantastic musical night with Rajesh Roy, a very celebrated musician and music composer, taking the stage and his band. So ladies and gentlemen, we are, like I said, Naval Connection starts on time and finishes on time, but this time we are actually starts on time and finishing before time. So we are running ahead of time, but that doesn't mean we have an extended break. We have a break for 15 minutes, and then this is the time that we are expecting to be prepared for the next session. That's the Yuva Tarang. Please refresh. The starters will be starting just now, and the bar is not yet open. So that means you've got to give us some more attention to the next thing that is coming on. So thank you, and let's enjoy the break and come back exactly after 15 minutes over to.
Thank you, Captain. See you all in the next 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And the last one who will be coming on the seat gets a punishment. Thank you.